Hey guys, so in today's video I'm going to be doing a book haul. So it's been 2 months since I did a book haul and I realized that I have 14 books and I just tried to take a thumbnail also and I dropped them all, and that's the second time I've dropped them all since. So yeah, here we are. So since we have really nothing to do lately, I have been spending all my money on books as proven in all of my other videos, but I'm kind of really excited with all the books that I have because I like them all. Anyway, I'm not going to be doing this in any particular order. I'm just going to be explaining the books and that's pretty much it. I am going to start with softcover, I guess, because that's just how I have them piled up. So let's get started with the first book. So the first book I have is The Turn of the Key by Ruth Ware. And let me tell you, y'all, if you want some cheap books, go to Costco because Costco really pulls through. This book, I think a nanny who is like a nanny to these children in this house gets put in prison. I don't really know. I just scanned over it, but apparently this was really good. I really wanted this book and The Silent Patient, and I have The Silent Patient, and then I saw this at Costco, so I picked it up. Next, I have Turtles All the Way Down by John Green, and I believe this book is centered around anxiety and the main character having to deal with it, I'm pretty sure. Maybe other mental health issues as well, but I thought this book would be good. Most of John Green's books I like. Most of them, don't call me on it, but yeah, apparently this book was really good. So I'm really excited that I have it now. The next book that I have is also a John Green book. It is An Abundance of Katherines. And from what I know about this book is we follow our main character and he only dates girls named Catherine. And I'm pretty sure he bumps into one girl named Catherine and then he kind of loses track of her and then he just gotta find this girl. Might be completely wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's what this is about. So next, I got Grey by E.L. James, and this is 50 Shades of Grey in the point of view of Christian Grey. And I've talked about it way too much on this channel, but I am in love with 50 Shades of Grey, and like I said so many times, I'm not in love with the relationship that Anastasia and Christian have because it is toxic, it's a little abusive. But I think it's just, I can't really say it's nostalgic because I only got into the books 2 years ago, but I don't know, it just brings me some inner peace. The next book that I have is The Good Daughter by Karen Slaughter. This book, I think I'm only a few pages into it, but I think this family's house burnt down and now they're living in a new house and they kind of have to adjust to life there. I'm not really sure. It's a mystery. I think it's good. I forget what her name is, but she has short curly hair. She's pretty popular on BookTube. Anyway, I think she gave this book 3 stars, but she likes Pretty Girls, which is the book that I was originally going for, which is also in this haul. So the next book I have is Divergent by Veronica Roth. And I have not seen the movies. I also have not read the books. I was debating whether or not to get all 4 of the books in this series. But I got Divergent because I was not ready to drop $40 on a few books. More than $40. Anyway, I got Divergent. I could not find it in hardcover at my used bookstore. So I got softcover. But that is okay. Apparently this book is really, really good. Don't really know what it's about. I think it's like dystopian, I guess, kind of Hunger Games-esque, but not in the same concept. Is that correct? I have no clue. I also just bought this. No, actually my dad bought me this book. Thanks, Dad. And it's Crazy Rich Asians. This has been out for a really long time. 2 years, I think. 3 years, maybe. It's by Kevin Kwan, and I have not seen the movie. I've seen bits of the movie, and that's the reason that I bought this book, because my grandma was like, the movie's so good, Madison, and I was like, okay, I'll get the book. And this book is about this Asian American girl. I think she's Taiwanese, and she ends up falling in love with this other Asian man. I don't know where he's from. And wait, I know he's from Shanghai. Anyway, she falls for him in America, and after 2 years of dating, he's like, you want to come home with me to my best friend's wedding? She's like, you know what, sure. Anyway, the guy that she's dating, super, super rich, and she's like, wow. I was also kind of thinking, if she has been dating this guy for 2 years, why hasn't she, like, stalked him online? Anyway, my grandma actually picked me up the third book, not the second book, but she found it and she picked it up for me. So I'm also going to need to get the second book, but I don't have the third book physically yet. These books I picked up at the beginning of the month. Oh, this is actually 2 books. So technically I have 15 books in this haul. This is Moz. I don't know how to say it. This is a graphic novel. It is a real life account of being Jewish during World War II. I've read the first one. It was nicely executed, but it was like so sad because why are people so mean? Sorry, I there's so much more into it than just people being mean, but that's just how I can express myself right now. Let me put these books on the floor because, oh my goodness, there's so many. So I also got this book at the beginning of the month, and actually, if you follow my Instagram, you can see all of these books because I post the books when I buy them, but I don't give an explanation to what they're about. But this book is called Starfish by Akemi Dawn Bowman, and this book is about also an Asian American teenage girl, and she wanted to go to this art university, and she ended up not getting accepted, which was really bad because she is abused in her home, like mentally. She's mentally abused by her mother, and her father does not live with them anymore. She was also sexually abused by her uncle, and so there's a few triggers for this book, but I thought it was really good, and you could see how she grew as a person throughout the book. It was just a really good book. The next book is Sawkill Girls by Claire Lee Grant, and from what I know about this book is it's kind of like the female version of Lord of the Flies. I didn't like Lord of the Flies that much, but I think that I like this book because it's not so much chance that they're at the island like in Lord of the Flies. They crashed there, but I'm pretty sure that these girls are put on the island to see how they can like survive and make a colony, I guess, and every week or every month or something they get a basket of food, and these girls fight. They're girls, I don't know, they're fighting for their life, they're fighting for the food. I think this book will be really good. It's gotten really good reviews, and it was really popular a few months ago, I think, but I finally picked it up last month, so. The next book that I have is Pretty Girls by Karen Slaughter, and, oh, Paperback Dreams, that is her YouTube channel name. What's her name? Kat, and she loves this book, so I decided to get it. I really enjoy watching her videos. Her and I have very different tastes in books. Like, she does not like romance that much, and she likes mystery and nonfiction, I believe. Anyway, let's see what this book's about. Well, this book is about, wow, it's gold? Wow. This book is about a lot of people dying, and mystery, you know, intrigue, suspense. You can look up if you want to know more about this book, but apparently it's really, really good. I also have On the Come Up by Angie Thomas, and if you follow my Instagram, I talked about how much I loved The Hate U Give. That book made me cry, and it's been a long time since I've had a nice cry over a book, but I really enjoy Angie Thomas's writing, and The Hate U Give was so well put together and so heart-aching that I just need to get this book. It's not about the same thing, I think. This girl wants to be a singer, I believe, and I'm not sure. There's a little mystery in this too. That's completely false. There is not. But apparently this book is really good. This book has been out for, oh, I just hit myself in the face. This book has been out for a few months, maybe a year. I actually am not sure. So the last book that I have, let me tell you, I'm sorry I just sniffed right there. That sounded disgusting. I am going to edit that out. I fooled you. I'm not editing it out. I got Midnight Sun by Stephanie Meyer. Let me tell you, I remember when I was sitting down with my parents having coffee one morning, a few months ago, and my mama was like, Maddie, did you know that there's a new Twilight book coming out? And I was like, what? This is the morning that the announcement got released, and I didn't even know because I hadn't been on my phone yet. And she's like, yeah, it's called Midnight Sun. And I was like, oh my goodness. And I went on Goodreads, and I was like flipping out. Anyway, let me get on. This book is the point of view of Edward in Twilight, and I believe this is the first one, like the first Twilight book, which is my favorite. The other ones are kind of like, but Twilight, #1, so good. I've read it so many times. I read it when I was little, I read it when I was a little bit older, but still little, and I read it right before school ended. So, right before school ended in March is what I mean. And I got this the other day. I think I got it the day of release, or the day after, I'm not really sure, because I wasn't really staying up with it. I was like, I'll get it when I get it, but I got it, and I'm so excited. And I kind of think it's funny because I got Grey, which is Christian Grey's point of view in 50 Shades of Grey, and 50 Shades of Grey is a fanfic to Twilight, so I kind of think it's funny, but Grey has been out for a while, and this has not, and I'm just so excited. This is 700 pages of juicy Edward Bella goodness. I'm so excited. Anyway, sorry for ranting on about that last book, but I love it. If you guys have any book suggestions, leave them down below, because I'm always excited to read some new books. I didn't get any romance books except for Grey and Midnight Sun. So kind of venturing out of my books that I really enjoy reading, my feel-good books. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I have really been lacking on ideas for videos, but hopefully I'll get back into the role of making videos. I was making like 3 videos a week before, but my cousin and I might do another book talk video. Maybe not. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!